It's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We are off to a flying start so far today. Went swimming this morning. I genuinely can't remember the last time I went swimming. I think like on the run up to Christmas, I didn't go swimming. I seem to remember, and I just kind of went to the gym. And I kind of woke up this morning, I was like, I can't really be bothered to go swimming. Like, I feel like I like swimming. I like the idea of swimming, but it's not as fun as the gym, you know? So maybe I'll do it less and less often swimming. I don't know, but I do like it. It's just I don't know if I get as much out of it. You burn me more calories. It's good for you. Go swimming, Jamie. It's good for you. Anyway, I did a solid 2,000 meters. I did like 200-meter breaststroke warm up, and then I did 100-meter breaststroke. 100-meter front crawl, 100-meter breaststroke times 5, 200-meter front crawl times 3, and then 200-meter breaststroke. I think that adds up to 2,000, something like that. If not, then add another set of something to it. Happy days. Good swim. Come back, and while I was in the shower and stuff at the gym, I was like, hang on, I think I know why that thing doesn't work. And I figured it out. I figured out how to do two things that were pretty crucial. Not necessarily crucial, pretty crucial, you know. So that was good. And then what happened? And now, oh yeah, so now I'm making a cup of tea. About to do a session mapping out authentication flows, like from a product perspective, that we might want in the future, which is good because that's what I don't know. I'm trying to be like, yeah, it's possible, that's possible, this is possible, and trying to like guess towards what I think we want to do. This is the problem. I've been given like a project to run, but there's no real like product owner. There's no one person that's like, I want it to look like this. And it's one of those things where like you kind of, it's hard to modify once it's in place, and the decisions you make early on create branches that make it difficult to get to a different branch if you decide that that's the better approach. So I'm like trying my best to like figure out the scenarios and be like, right, so that's possible if we do this, that's possible if we do that. I'm not like making sure I'm not shutting off any branches if I go down the route I want to go down, or I think is currently best. But anyway, so yeah, we're about to do that session. It's gonna be good. End of the sprint today, and we've got planning later. So and we're going to be planning some of the tickets that I'm making now. So people are going to start working on this project that's been just me. I need to make sure everyone has enough information to be able to do it, basically. Excited. I'm on the hunt for a new mug. At the end of yesterday's video, I broke my favorite big mug. So I have like 4 mugs. Basically, I have this one, which is like huge. It's like a pint. It's too big for like most scenarios. I had my second favorite mug that I broke, which was like a good size. It's like a good big size cup of tea, you know? This is my like second favorite, which is like larger than normal, but not large. Does that make sense? This is bigger than most, right? Like if you put it next to, well, it's about the same size as that one, but if you put it next to like this one, which is my old mug, that looks bigger, but it's bigger, right? That's spec what you want. This is my favorite small mug. I only have 4, so that's it. And then the rest are like for if we have guests. But that is a large mug. And it's like, if you look for it online, I bought it online expecting it to be bigger than it is. I bought a large mug. I want one that's a bit bigger, without going to the comedy size mugs like that, or like stupid Sports Direct mugs. And that's the hunt I'm on at the moment. Oh, sad times. Not a bad day today in the end. I do tail off quite a lot after lunch, but otherwise not too bad. Really trying to figure out what the dealio is with this project, but that's what it's weird because I'm just kind of spending a lot of time reading specs and spinning out tickets and just kind of, you know. Otherwise this evening was not a write-off, a bit of a write-off. We went for a walk after dinner. Dinner was quite late as well. So also went for a walk to go to Sainsbury's to get some food because we kind of just forgot to do half of our shopping list. So yeah, that was fun. I've been trying to look at getting Maui working on my computer again, and it just won't. God damn it, they've released a new like release candidate, and not release candidate, sorry, preview. And it just doesn't work. I'm like, fuck. But anyway, I didn't have a lot of time to look at it. Also, I was supposed to have a shave tonight. I haven't. I'm going to have a shave tomorrow morning. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to go to the office tomorrow. I want to try and get into the habit of going back into the office if I can, you know? Well, I can. I want to try and get out of the house a little bit more. And I was aiming for, eventually, 2 days a week. Wednesday being the first of the, like, I'll start at one day. Wednesday, and then add Monday onto the pile. That's a plan. We'll see. I won't be doing Wednesday next week though, because I'll be going to London next week. Yeah, I've just got to do some stuff in the morning. I've got to like have a shave, sort out my lunch. Stuff that I would do before the pandemic, so why are you bitching? Alright, who had a bet that I wouldn't go into the office? Because I owe you some money. Look at this fucking weather though, boys. I left the house this morning. I didn't think it was that cold outside. Left the house this morning in a normal coat. And I was like, holy shit, it's cold. It's like 0, feels like -2. It's lovely. I love this kind of weather, I love this kind of frost. It's great. But yeah, I went to bed relatively early last night. Fucking feather coming out my arm. Went to bed relatively early, like got into bed at like 10:20. Probably like was tired and fallen asleep at 10:30. I've caught myself. I said my New Year's resolution is I'm just going to try and be happy and just kind of do what I want to do this year. And like, because of that, be able to spend more energy on the things I want to do instead of trying to force myself to do things I don't. I have caught myself writing a list of hobbies that I'm trying to make time to do. That's not the idea, obviously. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't really stay up late anymore. I wake up early-ish. I wake up like pre-6, although, like I say, the initial plan today was to wake up the same time I normally wake up for the gym, so I could have a shave and get ready and whatnot. And I was like, you know what, I don't have enough of a workload. Like, the thing I'm working on isn't meaty enough for me to go into the office. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna, it's not gonna be good. Also, I do want to go into the office more, and I shouldn't back out either of like random Wednesdays. But like next week, I'm going to London, and I'm planning on doing half a day in the Bristol office, training to London, half a day in the London office, training back. We'll see how the train prices work out and stuff. But that's my plan. Next week's going to be a bit of a weird week because of that, because it's on a Thursday. So I need to like figure out what's going on with trains and shit. But today I need to get something merged in. I'm so confused by the project I've been given to run, because it feels really big and important, and it seems like no one gives a shit about it enough to be like, to put some wood behind the arrow, you know what I mean? So I can't really figure out, like, you know, I just can't, I don't get it, really. I was right about not having a lot to do today. I definitely made the right call not going into the office. Also got 2 deliveries coming today, which I wasn't aware of. I've moved Monty's bed into here, look, and he's sticking his little head out to see who the fuck I'm talking to. So, yeah, so there's 2 deliveries today, one of which is also someone's food. So it wouldn't be good if I'd have missed that one. I didn't know it was coming initially, so I can't really blame that. But yeah, I was expecting to not have a lot of work. I'm like, I just need approval to merge something, and then I've got more stuff to do. I'm currently just reading documentation and just like thinking. God damn, I don't think I can think I could do this in the office, you know what I mean? There's one thing sitting and reading something here where I'm quite literally sewing a leaf at the same time as I read it. Because it's like just a big slab of text, and you're just like while I read it. And there's another thing, like sitting in an office on smaller monitors. Sitting, not standing as well. Computer's freaking out as well, I don't know why. It's nearly lunchtime. Guys, I'm stressed. I've had a day basically not really doing much. Just waiting for approvals, basically. But the past however long, since about lunchtime-ish, I've realised that my phone wouldn't charge. I turned it off, and then realised that, like, basically started looking at new phones. Then realised that all of my two-factor authentication is set up to that phone. And like that phone, not just like the phone number, you know? It's now charging again. I can't deal with this level of stress, though. So I think I'm gonna have to put an order in for a Pixel 6, which is annoying because I wanted to wait for the 7. I just don't think I can like live with this level of stress. Like, what if I'm in London with train tickets on my phone and I can't charge it? I am intrigued by my phone. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna leave it though. If it doesn't charge, if it does it again, I know that it's like charging is flaky, and I like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna panic again, basically. I think if it happens one more time, I'm just gonna order a new Pixel. Preferably one that's waterproof and has wireless charging, so it doesn't matter if you do break the port. Got my gym bag ready. I've done loads of embroidery this evening. Monty's fighting stuff. I've been planning trains and stuff. I haven't pulled the trigger yet. I need to confirm like the last things tomorrow when I'm on my work computer, which I didn't think about during the day. And yeah, otherwise, that's about all. Gym tomorrow. Proper gym. It's gym and swim. I don't have to do, so I used to do #Longboard Thursdays because I used to have to work 9 to 5 on a Thursday. I don't have to do that from now on. So it's going to be interesting to see what I do with the gym. Pretty good gym sesh today. However, waking up, going out at 6 o'clock in the morning to de-ice a car in gym clothes is not fun. It was friggin' freezing and it's dark. And like the worst thing is, like half an hour before that, you got to wake yourself up out of a nice warm bed, knowing full well it's bloody freezing outside. Yeah. So, but apart from that, it was a good sesh. It wasn't. I haven't really done like one of my old crazy sessions in a while. But having said that, yesterday I also went to bed at about I went to sleep at about 11ish. After reading for a little bit, maybe not, maybe it was even like 20 to 11 or something. And I woke up and I was like, oh God, it's time to get up. I'm absolutely knackered. And I looked at the time and it was like only just turned into 1 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh my God, another 4 hours sleep, baby. That was all right. But like I say, waking up in the cold, oh God, for a Tesla, what I wouldn't give, if we could charge a Tesla, I'd have bought one by now. Like, literally the only thing stopping me from buying a Tesla is the fact that we can't like install a charger at this house because we don't have like a garage or anything like that. So we're stuck with our shitty little Clio until we move house. Otherwise, yeah, so ran 5 and a bit K on like the hard settings. And then I did like random free weights. I've tried to do a Gymshark thing, like a workout, and bailed. I think I tried to do, I couldn't decide what to do basically. I thought about doing some rowing, I thought about doing the back workout that's like next to my plan, and I started doing a chest one, and I was like, fuck it. So I just did half of the chest one and then like things that I think are fun. And then I came home. I had a really good productive day today. I've been able to get approvals on the thing I needed to get approvals on, and I've now like worked through, what's the word? I've been able to just sit and just churn out some of my own work. And it's lovely. So yeah, I've been enjoying that. That's been a lot of fun. Getting good as well. Again, it's like good productive, like almost 2 tickets. They're 2 small tickets, but like the pace is there, you know. And then after work, my phone, update on my phone. The charger is flaky. I don't know what makes it charge and what doesn't make it charge anymore. Like, sometimes it will charge, sometimes it won't. I've bought a new phone. I could get this fixed. I actually don't think it's the water damage. I actually think it's like a physical loose connection, because it dropped from like quite a height onto the sink and then into the water, and I think that's the hit that hurt it. Yeah, so I've ordered a new phone, and I've ordered a phone for it to be future-proofed-ish, rather than getting the same phone again. I looked at getting it repaired, but by the time you've spent £200 getting it repaired, which is basically what it would cost, for diagnostics, and then probably a new charger port, and maybe probably a new battery. Do you fucking mind? What is this? You look feisty. I'm just playing with my belt and pants there, don't worry about that. Maybe that's what it's trying to stop. Anyway, I'll talk about that more when it actually arrives. But I've got to survive with my phone, just trying to coax it into charging whenever I can. Over the next, I think, over the weekend basically. Otherwise, spent some more money as well because I've like booked in all my plans to go to London next week as well. Then watched some TV and done a load of embroidery with Laura as we now head to bed. She's probably already asleep. She fell asleep during the session. We're watching the third and final season. I'm excited. My new mug came. Good size. I'm happy with it. It's not the shape that I wanted, but it's nice. I would prefer like a straight up and down mug rather than a slopey one, but if it was straight up and down, it'd be too big. That's it. It's winter, boys. I freaking love this time of year. I love a frost. I love it when it's slippy underfoot. I want to go for a walk. I've finished work now for the day. I want to go for a walk. I've got my scarf's in Laura's room and she's on like not a work call, but she's on like a course thing. And she's in like, I've got to keep waiting for her to get out of the group exercise sessions so I can sneak in and get stuff. I just wanted to show a quick update on this because I'm about to fucking ruin it. I've got my leaves done. There's like some detailing over this and like a tassel I need to do, but I need to figure out how much thread I've got left at the end because I need some thread for this and some details over here as well. And then it's like a tassel, so I don't want to be stingy, you know. See ya. But this little bit here, you just do like these tiny little knots and then there's like 4 different colours and it's got to be like quote unquote randomised. So I'm going to ruin it basically as soon as I try and do this bit. Otherwise, today has been a pretty good day. Been actually like mostly meetings and stuff. So it's not been that productive, but I got some stuff merged, updated a load of stuff. And I'm now like starting to touch things that aren't just brand new. So I'm now like using the brand new thing to get to the old thing, which means making some changes to the old thing. But it means trying to figure out, I've never got this thing running on my computer, so I need to make it run so I know, you know what I mean, if it will run. If my change is making a difference, basically. Otherwise, this afternoon, I went for a walk, I did an errand thing. I think it was in this video, my next door neighbour was having issues with her phone. And I had to call fucking Virgin Mobile to try and get it fixed for her. I did get it fixed. She got a refund, but she doesn't have a bank account. So I got the money transferred to me. So I had to like give her the money, that kind of shit. That was basically my my afternoon. I then played some Xbox for a little bit. We cooked dinner, and I figured out how to do that kind of knot thing, those little circles. That's the first kind of stitch I had to Google. I think I'm now like beyond the beginner bits. You know, everything else so far, I've just basically, it's back stitches, straight stitches, and then like satin stitches. And one of those satin stitches is in the shape of a leaf, but it's still a satin stitch. That's all like relatively easy and like didn't take much learning. This, I had to Google it. Took me multiple attempts to even get close. So we're in the hard bit now, boys. I am surprised. I am still standing today. I had a solid gym sesh in the morning. It's been a while since I've had like a proper chonky gym sesh where I do like cardio and weights. So I did like 20 minutes running, 20 minutes treadmill, step up thing, 20 minutes rowing, and then I did a back workout thing. Was good stuff. Came back and then I went straight away to the fishmongers to get fish. We had sea bream in crazy water. That's what the recipe is called. Sea bream in crazy water. It's really nice. And then otherwise we spent the whole day prepping the kitchen for decorating. So like sanding down the woodwork, all of that shit. So I basically spent half the day on a ladder just like scrubbing. So I think tomorrow I'm going to be achy, which is not a good idea because tomorrow we're going to be mist coating and painting the ceiling. At the point now where we may as well keep rolling. We are on a bumper episode, boys. It's been a long ass day today. We got up early, like 7, I think we got up. Had breakfast and stuff and started decorating basically from about 9 or 9:30ish. To like tidy up downstairs, sort out paint and all that shit. And then we started painting like brushes on the wall at something like 10:20. Because we have to like, it's the kitchen, so we like cover up everything. There's a lot of shit in there. And move it all out of the way. And we did a mist coat on, I don't know what these things are. Laura's in charge. Laura is the boss. I just do what I'm told, basically. Mist coat on the plaster. Did the ceiling, and then we did lunch, and then mist coat, second coat on the second coat of both of those things. Finished at about 5. It's been a long day, but it's over now. So, why is everything in my wardrobe out of fucking order, man? Piss me off. Yeah, so it's been a long ass day. All we've done is decorating, and then in the evening we had pie, chips and mush peas for dinner. And then chilled out watching TV. I got angry at... Oh, my watch is also covered in paint. I need to... See those little flecks. I need to sort out my shizness. Words. Sort out my embroidery skills. Because I tried to do some French knots and I just couldn't fucking do it. God damn it. I just kept like getting knots in it and... making it all messy and it's just a mess. I literally attempted like 5 and had to bail on all of them. So, but just made my gym bag. We're going swimming tomorrow. Usually go Tuesday, Thursday. Go Monday, Wednesday. Because on Thursday I'm going to London, which is why this video is going to just be extended until Wednesday, basically. So enjoy. A bit at a loss, guys. I'm just settling back in. I've just had breakfast downstairs on my computer, sorting through some shizness, and I've come back upstairs and I'm going to get stuck into some programming instead of admin. Laura's gone to the office, and I'm a bit stumped because I think my new phone's coming today. And I ordered my new phone because my old phone, I dropped it. I dropped it into a sink very briefly. And since then, I thought the charging port had gone funny. And like there were times where it just wouldn't charge. Mind, what I was going to say was, since I complained about that, I haven't had any problems. But that's not true. I can't charge it with these 2 wires still. The one in the bedroom might be a little bit less finicky than it was, but it's still finicky. Okay, right, I can justify it still. I think my new phone's coming today. I woke up this morning absolutely not wanting to get out of bed. Got out of bed. Went swimming, absolutely didn't want to go swimming. Went swimming and I did 2,500 meters, including a load of like kicks only, so slower stuff. So I had a great time. I absolutely smashed it. I'm well proud of myself. And now I came back, had some breakfast downstairs while I cleared through emails. Trying to remember what I did on Friday, because Friday we had loads of meetings and when you have loads of meetings, like it's really hard to remember what I was doing that wasn't those meetings. I think I merged some stuff, but I'm like, I just can't remember what's next. Am I trying to get thingy running? I think I am. That's what I'm doing. I was trying to figure out how to get this piece of code running locally. And then therefore, yeah, I remember now. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I'm looking through like old, like my command line commits. I'm like, so I committed that, I did that, pushed that. But yeah, I merged 2 things on Friday. And now it's time to get, this bad boy out. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel a little bit tired. Like I spent all weekend decorating and then go to the fucking swimming and just like absolutely cane it. So, we were decorating in here, right? So the first day we basically did nothing that you'd ever be able to see because it was all like sanding down and all that bullshit. So the week before that we did like we washed the walls. A weird thing to do. And then on Saturday we did some sanding. Laura did some stuff around like filling holes, whatever. I don't really keep track. And then yesterday we painted the ceiling. So the ceiling is now the exact same colour as it was before. And then we did a thingy coat on this, a mist coat on this wall, right? But what the fuck is this? Why has this happened? So we're a bit stressed about that. But yeah, so obviously, like I say, did all that, knackered, mate, knackered, and now I'm chipping through some progress. Here we go. It's arrived. It is fucking hefty, man. It's so big. Like I say, I wouldn't have bought a Pixel 6 had I not lost faith in my 4A, but I didn't see the point in, basically the cost of fixing the 4A was too low. It was too expensive to fix. I didn't see the point in spending £300 to get the same phone again, especially considering the reason I'm getting rid of this is because it got wet and then the charging port broke. So why don't you get a phone that's waterproof, firstly, and if the charging port breaks, you can charge it wirelessly. That's my logic. That's why I was like, I upgraded. But the reason I wouldn't have bought this anyway is it's first gen Tensor chip. I've always said never buy the first gen, but I'm very quick to first gen Pixel phones. Also, it's just so bloody big. Look at it next to my freaking... It's not on, but look at it next to my freaking iPad. I've not turned it on yet because my SIM's in this. I need to take this to Sainsbury's tonight. I need to go shopping. Then I can start migrating stuff over, and then I'll put my SIM card in it and all that kind of malarkey. But yeah, man, it's fucking hefty. I feel like I could kill some fucker with it. Bang! It's heavy. And my first wireless charger is in place here. Arguably that pad, I've got another one coming as well, which is the official like Pixel one. That one, the one currently there, might be more suited into here because firstly it's the correct colour, and secondly it can charge my headphones because I'm assuming the wireless pad's at the bottom of this. And the other one is like a vertical stand thing. But then the vertical stand thing is more useful in here because then I can control things like music and shit. Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also... It's weird because like I say, I wouldn't have bought it. There are a few things in life I've bought that I've regretted. Especially like the Dyson fan, I think is the only thing I've ever bought and gone like, I shouldn't have done that. But legitimately this morning I was like, maybe I should just send everything back. Because I can charge this every now and again. I just don't know which cables can and can't charge. And I don't understand. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason why this one doesn't charge. It's the exact same type of cable as the one that's in there, but it doesn't work. And I can't, work stuff. And that's fine when I'm at home. Like, only being able to charge it at one charging point, that's fine. I only really need to charge it once a day anyway. But if I'm like going to London and I'm relying on it for train tickets, I just can't do it, you know what I mean? So yeah, we'll play with that later. I'm waiting for builds at the moment. I was just I'm doing something where I deployed it. It takes ages to build and deploy. It's about 10 minutes to do the build because it's building a lot of infrastructure and then tearing it all down again. And now I'm deploying it. And this just takes long because it's like it swaps the slots. Does a slot swap? That's the bit that takes ages. But yeah, I'm just kind of sat waiting for it. But yeah, it's tough because like I say, I wouldn't have bought that phone had I not been an idiot with my other phone. And I'm also kind of not in a position, like so therefore I wouldn't have bought that phone now. And if I wanted to buy a phone, I would have waited as well. I wasn't in a position where I needed a phone. And my phone's tolerable, it's usable, you know? Under certain circumstances. So it's not like I bought a phone because I wanted it. It's not like I bought a phone because I had to. I'm like in the middle, you know? And that's really like annoying. I didn't get the Pixel Pro though. The only reason to buy the Pixel Pro effectively was because you're spending 250 quid for a zoom lens, a telephoto lens. And as much as I like telephoto, it's not £250 worth. Oh, I said I'd get that out of the freezer and I didn't. God damn it. I was so excitedly deploying something up right. I couldn't get it running locally because like, I need a public URL and one of them is running in Docker, one of them isn't. So the public URL for one isn't going to match the URL for the other. You know, does that make any fucking sense? I'm running one on localhost and the other one in Docker, in a Docker container. And to get the other one to respond to get the one in the Docker container to talk to the one on localhost, I need to use a special URL. The app itself isn't running at that URL, so when it generates URLs for itself, it doesn't do it. And I was like, fuck it, it's going to be a pain in the ass to solve. Deploy it to the environment, test it. Oh, it's secure, it's in the secured VNet thing, and means I can't test it without doing this next step. But it's the end of the day now. Oh, my little baby, hello. It's the end of the day now, so I'm going to go for a walk. And listen to a little podcast before. Oh, big yawn. How's this man gonna? Oh no. Oh no. He's not happy. He's not happy about this. So far, obviously, it's basically the same as my old phone. It's just a bit bigger. So we'll see how it goes so far. The one thing I definitely don't like, the fingerprint sensor. Gross. I've set it up so, which was true on my old phone, that my watch keeps it unlocked. But, oh god damn, is it annoying? I think there's an update that's supposed to fix it, but I think they've been having some trouble with that update. So maybe not. We'll see. Yes, I've just been like setting it up. This is actually the first time I've used the automatic like sync between phones thing. It's fucking sick. Like, it's brought over all of my apps, all of my photos, all of my thingy, but like to the point where the apps have the same downloaded content, the same settings in them and stuff. I've never had that before. Every single time it's because I normally have a phone for ages. I have it for like multiple years until it's about to die, then I get a new phone. So at that point, I don't want to copy everything over because there's a load of crap in there I don't need anymore, you know? So I kind of build it up as I go, and then you find out what you do and don't need, you know? But obviously there's nothing really wrong with my old phone, apart from the fact that it doesn't really charge. So I was copying, so I was just like, fuck it, take everything over. And it was great, even wirelessly as well. I don't know, I tried to do it with a cable. I don't know if that didn't work because the port on that old phone is a bit bad, or it's too old to do it with, but I kind of think that's surprising because it's not that old. But anyway, that's all. It's bedtime. We're off on our pre-work walk. Ah, it's so fucking cold, it's great. I could have this weather all year round. Legitimately, I love it. One day I need to go and experience like proper cold. Like, I've seen videos on like YouTube or whatnot of people who go surfing and get out of the water and they're just like hairs frozen. That kind of cold. Canada cold, you know. Skiing cold. I need to go on holiday somewhere where it's snowy. I was so excited yesterday to try and fix. I thought I'd finished something just in the nick of time, and I've just like, oh, that's easy. I just need to do this thing, and I've just like fucked the entire environment. Happy days. So I'm making a cup of tea. God, and we'll get stuck back in. God damn it. Otherwise, today I've been for my walk this morning. I'm slowly but surely getting my phone set up. Most of the stuff is all there now. It's just like kind of slowly going through things, making sure that I've got like X, Y, and Z set up and logged in. And that's how I'm spending my free time today. Should be getting the wireless charger for my desk and or for my bed, depending on which one I decide to put where. That should be coming later, along with the case. That should be arriving today as well, I think. Although now I can't find the email on this phone. I still kind of got my old phone set up still, just in case like two-factor authentication's not configured or that kind of shit. But obviously my SIM card and whatnot's in here. Oh, it's cold. It's very cold today, to be honest with you guys. It's very cold. The other thing I was going to talk about, my razor's broken. My like shaver, electric shaver. I bought it in like June, one of the J months, June or July. Because my other one was like getting old, and I'm like, you know what? I could do with a new one. And I think parts of it started to get loose, and I looked at the price of replacing the top bit or getting a new shaver, and it was basically the same price. So I bought a new shaver, and now it literally won't turn on. It's like, it shorted a couple of times. Like, Laura was upstairs, and it just turned itself on. It did that a couple of times, and then it like drained its battery, and now it won't do anything. So I've had one of them days today where it's just like fighting Terraform, which is never fun. I've also been making quite a mess in here because there's like, my nose, man, my nose, I want to sneeze so bad. It's been hectic too because there's loads of things I've been trying to like sort out during the day, basically. It's car time, so I'm looking at car insurance stuff. Obviously I've been trying to like sort out my phone, so I've got like everything set up and configured properly, and I've got loads of time to do this as well because I've got like 9 minutes to wait in between checking in a change and seeing if it worked or not. My case has arrived, and I'm not sure whether or not I like it. This wasn't my first colour choice, and the colour choice I wanted is like a darker colour, and it's now available, and I'm trying to figure out whether or not I'm sticking with this colour or I order another one. I'm thinking at this rate, oh god, I don't know. SIM card has arrived for next door, so I'm gonna have to set her up with a new fucking phone later as well. It's gonna be a hoot, so I need to transfer her number from her old phone to this one and then get her a top up. I am figuring out the return of my old phone back to Google so I can get like a trade-in and they can recycle it for me. I've also been trying to figure out chargers, so the wireless charger came. Here it is. I couldn't decide whether or not to put it in this room or the other room, which I think I said yesterday. But so it works fine, and then it like goes into this weird mode where you can like do stuff. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not this mode, being able to do this, is worth the money. And I think I'm like, why did I do this? Why did I do this to myself? You know what I'm saying? It also seems a bit finicky where it keeps going into not charging. And I think that's because the case is like lifting it in a weird way. See, it's now not charging. Which I think means, right, let's be honest, I'm going to return that and I'm just going to get 2 of these, one in here and one for there, and in this way I can charge my case, happy days, and then I can also charge my phone, happy days. I need to sort out some returns. Oh, alright, it's bedtime. It's been a stressful evening. After work, I sorted out the SIM card for next door, which was a palaver because I had to. You get a pay-as-you-go SIM card, you put some money on it, and then they immediately take away £10 and put on 10 gigabytes and unlimited texts and calls that you've got to use within a month. If I wanted that, I'd have bought a fucking contract. What the hell? I got this dude on the phone to me telling me how expensive it is to do pay-as-you-go. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's not my fucking contract. I don't give a shit, mate. She hasn't got a bank account for some reason, so she can't have pay monthly. It's tough tits. But yeah, so that was that. I dropped my phone outside. I took my phone out of my pocket. It seems to be a thing with me and new Pixels. I took it out of my pocket, and when I take things out of my pocket, I used to take it and then like flick it. There was like this kind of action, right? And the problem is that this is bigger and heavier than my old phone. And it flicked out my hand. It was going towards some grass, tried to catch it, gone. Thankfully, case did a good job. There's just a little blemish on the case there, look, which isn't as bad as it looks on camera. And a piddly, like teeny tiny. I don't know why. I nearly had a meltdown. I did cry, but sorted all that out. Had dinner, sorted out. Oh god, I've got to start Monty's poo. Fuck. Laura's gone to bed, so I'm gonna wake her up, putting the bin out. Fuck. That's not good. Sorted out some packages. So I've got some returns to make. One of which is my old phone, and one of which is my razor, which is broken. Gotta go. I swear, warranty. I think I said this. There has to be a better way of doing warranties than just ship off the product for 2 weeks. because now I'm without that product for 2 weeks. You know, like you get a courtesy car. If that happens with a car, I guess it's insured. It's not a warranty. It's not the same thing, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's been a stressful evening. Sorted that out. Played some chess. Watched Succession. When I think we're coming to the end of Succession now, it's fucking good stuff. I'm liking it. And it's bedtime. Got gym tomorrow. It's a Wednesday, not a Thursday. It makes me think it's a Thursday. It's not. It's a Wednesday. Gym day Wednesday. Before I go to bed, I need to prep a grapefruit for breakfast. Sort out Monty's litter. Then go to sleep. So what I've started to realise is I don't need wireless chargers everywhere. My old phone, I'd need to like boost it halfway through the day, like just to make sure I'd get to the end, you know? This one, absolute tank. I got to the afternoon, I was like, oh, I'll put it on the wireless charger. Just throw it on. It's just 75%. I'm like, well, I'd not bother doing that. What I probably might end up doing is not charging it overnight and then charging it during the day. Maybe that's a better strategy. Who knows? But today has been a fun day. We've had meetings about design stuff, which are kind of a bit annoying, to be honest with you, because like I've been talking about this thing for ages and like kind of putting questions out into the ether, offering people a chance to give opinions, and then no one gave me any, so I just like plumped for an idea, and now all of a sudden they've got opinions. But otherwise, fought my way through some issues. I've got a small issue I need to fix tomorrow, but otherwise we are good. Went to the gym this morning. It was really busy. It's the busiest I've seen the gym, but I think it's the first time I've been in the gym in the week. Like the pool isn't that busy, but the car park is, so they must have been somewhere, right? They're all in the gym. I ran my best 5k I've done at like that hard level, which is good. Did like 26 minutes, 5k, on like a difficult hill mode that I've moved to. I've gone up from level 10 to level 12, and that step up is bigger than it sounds. And then today, obviously, work. Loads of meetings today. Loads of meetings that like ran over. Lots of talking, lots of discussion. After work, I've been prepping my bag. So I'm going to London tomorrow. And I'm going for one night, and I'm going via the Bristol office. And I'm trying my hardest not to take a suitcase. I've fit everything in my bag, and I've realised everything I own now, which has been true for a while, to be honest, charges by USB-C. Except my Kindle doesn't. My Kindle and my headphones are the two things that don't. So they're the two things that need upgrading next. But yeah, I'm going to end this video early because I want to take all the footage off this camera, put it onto my computer so that I can start tomorrow's video easy. I need to be like leaving the house early tomorrow. So I want to get it all ready. I don't have time to take footage off the camera. Cool. Thanks for watching this video. It's been a long one. Catching up slowly. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.